What is going on, YouTube? This is yours truly, ATUM-RE, coming at you guys with another video. And before we go in, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Hope you guys had an excellent Thanksgiving. I know I did. I had an opportunity to spend some time with some family, ate some turkey, ate some stuffing, macaroni, collard greens, cranberry, sweet potato, apple pie, goes on and on and on and on. So hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving and happy Black Friday. Hope you guys get out there and get some of these deals that we got going on today. But today's subject is going to be, what pistol do I use for home defense? And I believe that every home defense plan should include a pistol, even if you use a long gun as your primary. I know I do, but I also accompany it with a pistol because I can activate that pistol much quicker in an element of surprise versus my long gun. If for some reason my long gun has a malfunction, I can transition to that pistol as a backup. So always keep a pistol in your home defense plan. I cannot stress that enough. I have 5 guns that I am going to include in this morning's edification. I have 5 pistols that are going to be viable contenders for the #1 spot for my home defense pistol. And I'm not going with anything micro. No micro pistols will be included, so I have a few micro guns, but as far as micro guns, they are only used for concealed carry in my opinion, or if that's the only gun that you have. But for me, I want a full-size to mid-size gun as my home defense pistol because I want that more capacity for one, and I want the largest sight radius as I can possibly get in a home defense pistol. With all that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to start out with, before I start out, I want to let you know that all firearms are safe. As well, let YouTube and everyone else know that every gun that you will see in this video has been safety checked before we start the video. All right, so first up is going to be Beretta APX. This is going to be chambered in 9mm. It's going to be a striker fired pistol, and it's going to be 17+1. And it's going to have a chassis system where you can actually change out the back straps and also change out the frame and change out colors. This is a gun that I purchased nearly 3 years ago. In December, it's actually going to make the 3-year anniversary of this gun. And I've never had a malfunction. It eats everything that I shoot. And it is a very, very, very soft shooter. The only down of this gun is that accessories are harder to find than some other manufacturers. But other than that, this is a solid pistol. I would definitely recommend the Beretta APX to anyone. It's nice and heavy. 17+1. That is a nice gun that you can use for home defense. It also has your rail here if you want to put on a light or anything like that. So yeah, man, you're good to go with the Beretta APX, in my opinion anyway. All right, so we're gonna go with another guy. This is gonna be Glock 19. This gun is my EDC. This is going to be a compact, not a micro, but a compact gun that I can use for, home defense, and I can also use it for EDC. This is like a do-it-all type of gun. This is going to be the Gen 4. Like I said, it holds up to 15 rounds, and that is going to be a good capacity. Like I said, when you're shooting a pistol, every round counts, and capacity definitely counts, especially when you're under attack by multiple attackers and you're under stress and you have 5 guys breaking in your house, 6 guys, or however many. Capacity definitely is a thing that is warranted when you're dealing with a pistol, in my opinion, in nowadays and times, because people are using different type of weapons these days. They're not using 38 specials. They're kicking in your door with Dracos, Chris Vectors, all type of firearms. I've watched a lot of home invasions, but I like the Glock 19. It pretty much does everything. And the accessories for the Glock 19 is abundant. You can find, pretty much anything you want on a Glock. You can change out the slide. You get magazines, trigger jobs, straps, lights, sights, pretty much anything you want on a Glock. You can find it with relative ease. And again, I've never had a malfunction out of that gun either, so it's ran forever, and I had the Glock 19, you know, for what, since back 2015. Had it go a long, long time. All right, next up is going to be Beretta 92A1. Love this gun. This gun is 17+1, has hammer fire. The gun is safe. Also has a safety. You can use the safety to decock it if it's cocked. The trigger is smooth, soft shooter, 17+1. Also has the actual rail under here where you can actually attach the light. But this gun is a very, very soft shooter. Love this gun. Love it, love it, love it so much that I would probably keep this one as a safe queen. This one I cannot let get in anyone's evidence locker at any time. I love the Beretta. It's the classic style, just beautiful Italian work here. So this one I'm probably not going to use for home defense, but it is definitely worthy. But this is probably going to be one of my beautiful safe queens. All right, next up we got Smith & Wesson model 686-6. So I know some of you guys don't like the, like the pre-lock stuff, but I'm a little late to the game on that. But this is a gun that is definitely something that you can use for home defense. You can load it up with 357. You can also load it up with 38 special. But my thinking is, if I'm going to load it up with 38 special, I might as well use a 9mm. I'm sorry, that's just me. If I were to load it, I would load it with 357. However, with 357, one thing that I did notice when I did go to the range, it's that it's loud. When I say loud, I mean loud. Boom, boom. So it's like real sharp boom. It's not like a deep boom, it's sharp. And you can, definitely cut through your spine. So if you decide to use 357, just think about what it's going to sound like in a narrow hallway if you ever had to use it in a home defense situation. It also has flash too, so you're going to get a lot of muzzle flash. Recoil, I'm not recoil sensitive, so I'm not worried about the recoil. 7 rounds of 357, I wouldn't really be that worried about capacity because with this sight radius on this thing, it is dead accurate. I can shoot this gun very, very well, and I would definitely, hit and connect with anything that's coming down a narrow hallway, but unfortunately, the decimals are pretty high on this, but 7 rounds of 357 is nothing to sneeze at, and I would definitely make a good home defense choice, but definitely get your earmuffs on before you let this one go in your house. Definitely, and all guns are loud, but that one's just a little bit special. All right, the final gun, and this is the one, drum roll, this is going to be the one that I actually use for home defense. And as you can see, I have the light on there, so I already have it set up. So first and foremost, anything that you use for home defense, put a light on there, because positive identification is very important. You don't want to shoot a family member, and you just want to be able to see what you're shooting at, knowing your backstop. If you're shooting in the dark, you're actually breaking a safety law because you don't see your backstop, so you don't know what you're shooting at. But anywho, this is going to be the CZ P10F. This one is chambered in 9mm as well. That is my pretty much go-to round. It's a polymer striker pistol. Has an excellent trigger. 19+1, that's 20 rounds. Beautiful capacity, nice slide serrations, etc., etc. The reason I chose this gun as my home defense pistol is that, for one, it's highly reliable. The trigger is smooth, and it's a great shooter. And that extra 2 rounds, maybe I could possibly use them. Never know. But it has 19+1 opposed to 17+1 with the Beretta ATX and also the Beretta 92A1, and also the Glock only being 15 rounds. This one has the highest capacity. It feels good in my hand. The trigger is great, and it's just an excellent shooter, and it pretty much eats everything that I like. And again, it likes anything that I put through it. It's not about what I like, but it's what it likes actually, and it likes everything. It eats anything that I put through it. Love this gun, and trust it with my life. And that is basically it. Like I said, if you are using any gun for home defense, definitely add a pistol into your home defense mix. Again, you can get your pistol into action much quicker than you can get your long gun into action. Trust me, do a drill side by side and you'll know what I'm talking about, because you can get that want that gun into action with one hand, you're probably not going to be able to do that with your long gun, get it into action with one hand. And that's the beauty of having a pistol. And if for some reason your long gun malfunction, you can, easily transition to that pistol that you have staged right there, in your bedroom or wherever your choke point is. But that is pretty much all I have, guys. I know I babble a lot and want to try to stay on subject, but we will catch you guys in the next video. Stay vigilant, stay on, because this is the season for criminals. When you're buying high-priced items, make sure you are looking over your shoulder. If you have someone delivering stuff from Amazon, make sure you have someone at your house, because people are stealing things off your porch. And you also have people being followed home when they're buying big ticket items and being robbed when they were home. So make sure you guys pay extra attention to your surroundings when you're out there. And also always keep the castle secured. Keep your alarm systems on. Keep your dogs. Let your dogs bark. Don't get mad at your dogs because they bark, because they're your alarm system. But keep your alarm systems intact. Keep your windows enforced. Keep your doors enforced, and always keep one of these close by. That's all I have for you guys today. Happy holidays. 2A up.